So Hamilton is finally on Disney+. Without further ado, let's rank them. So today we're going to be ranking all 46 songs in the Hamilton soundtrack. And yeah, I am going to have to kind of speed round 90% of these because otherwise this will be a long video. So let's get into it. At 46 is Schuyler Defeated, a song which is really boring and yeah, I will never actively choose to listen to in my life. At number 45 is We Know, a song that tries to have a bit of tension, but it doesn't really feel very tense at all, and I don't really enjoy listening to this song. 44, Best of Wives and Best of Women. Yeah, this is just another one of those minute songs that is quite pointless and doesn't really add much to the story. 43, A Winter's Ball. Nice lead up into Helpless, but that's all it really serves. 42 is The Addams Administration, and the only reason this is any higher than A Winter's Ball is because, sit down, John, you fat mother. 41 is Farmer Refuted. Yeah, this is a funny song, but that's only because it's an ironically funny song and not because it's actually written as a very funny song. Number 40 is the Reynolds Pamphlet. While the Angelica Hamilton bit is pretty good, the first minute of this song is pretty dead. 39, What Comes Next. For me, the weakest of the King George songs. I just don't find this one. It's fine. It's not the best King George song in any way, shape or form. 38, That Would Be Enough. This is fine, but it just, yeah, it's a bit slow, and I think this could have been condensed a little bit. 37 is Stay Alive, and that's only because its only memorable moment is I'm a General. Whee! 36, Blow Us All Away. This is fine, it just goes on a little bit too long. It's kind of like a whole song building up Philip just to kill him, and no one really cares about Philip anyway. 35, The Story of Tonight. Yeah, this is a good song, it's just a bit slow and just kind of slows the momentum slightly. 34, Duel Commandments. This is a very good song, but I think The World Is Wide Enough just blows out the water, and if I was to listen to a Duel song, I would definitely listen to The World Is Wide Enough. 33, I Know Him. This is a very good King George song, and I prefer it a lot to the first one on this list, but I feel like overall this just cannot compare at all to You'll Be Back. 32, Story of Tonight Reprise, just a slightly more fun, upbeat version of the original Story of Tonight to listen to, so I slightly prefer this one. 31, Aaron Burr, Sir. This gets a lot of momentum only because it leads straight into My Shot. If you look at Aaron Burr, Sir on its own, the only way it works is as a lead up into that 10 times better song. At 30 is Say No to This. I do like this song, but overall it tries way too hard to cover up for the fact that Hamilton does do a very bad thing here, and I don't think this song shows that enough. It's like, show me how to say no to this. No, just say no to it yourself, you bastard. Number 29, Meet Me Inside. Yeah, this one has quite a good build and is quite intense. It just isn't long enough to make that much of an impression. 28, The Stay Alive Reprise. I think overall this is carried by Phillipa Soo's performance at the end of this song. Yeah, that wrenches on the heart, but again, it just isn't quite long enough to get any higher up. 27, Take a Break. This is fine. It just doesn't really add much to the story, but I do have a soft spot for Philip's little rap in it. 6, The Second Cabinet Battle. Overall, I like these cabinet battles as part of the show. I just don't think the cabinet battles work amazingly as something to listen to. I know that's slightly unpopular, but I think overall the cabinet battles, I wouldn't actively choose to put them on as songs. And number 25 is Burn. Now, this is a good song and I do like it, but I've heard from a friend who's managed to see the show live. I had tickets booked in August. Damn you, Budweiser bug. but that friend said it was much better live, and overall this song just hasn't made that much of a lasting impression on me, and I wouldn't choose to listen to it. Number 24 is the Cabinet Battle 1. Overall, same opinion as the second Cabinet Battle. I just think this is a slightly longer and slightly better Cabinet Battle. 23, Your Obedient Servant. This really sets momentum nice for the finale. I just think overall it's a bit too short to fully make it fire up this list. 22, History Has Its Eyes on You. And for a 1 minute song, this really makes a good impression. But it's a bit like Aaron Burr for me in that it kind of loses points when it isn't connected to Yorktown. But overall, I still do love this song, and this sets it up brilliantly for one last time as well. Number 21 is Alexander Hamilton, the first song. I think this is like when I ranked Book of Mormon songs and put Hello pretty far down the list. This isn't quite that bad, but yeah, this is the only Hamilton song that a lot of people know, and therefore it's been driven into the ground, and therefore I don't like it quite as much. 20. Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Story. Now, this is a good finale. I think it works quite well for what they were going for. However, some part of me kind of reckons The World Was Wide Enough might have been a bolder finishing touch, just to go with Aaron Burr's Regret and then stop. But overall, I do like this song, and I kind of have mixed feelings on whether I think this song should be in the show or not. 19, It's Quiet Uptown. Yeah, we're starting to get to the songs that I will listen to pretty regularly. Yeah, and It's Quiet Uptown is just an example of great performances by the cast and just a decent emotional message. Number 18, the Schuyler Sisters. This song at first isn't the best, but yeah, after listening to it for a while, the Schuyler Sisters grows on you, and it does become just one of those really boppy songs. See, subscribe to the channel, technical terms, boppy songs. 17, Hurricane. I would go as far as to say this is the most underrated Hamilton song. I think overall, Hurricane, surprisingly being one of, if not, Hamilton's only proper solo song. Yeah, this song is just so powerful, delves into his backstory better than Alexander Hamilton did, and just really goes into why he's the man he is today. Also, Lin Manuel Miranda's performance really does stand out in this song. I think overall he gets a lot more props for writing the show than his performance, but this song is a really good performance by him. 16, Non-Stop. Now, as a song, I listen to this a lot. I really do love this as a song. However, it only exists as a plot-driven song, and for me, the songs that really stick in my head are those ones really driven by the characters, and this just isn't character-driven enough for me to put it any higher up on the list. 15, The World Was Wide Enough. Yeah, this is for me what Duel Commandments is for a lot of people. I just really love what they do, and the different perspectives, Hamilton's final words, Burr's fear, and then his regret. I think this song is handled very well, and I have half a mind to say this is where the show ends. I think The World Is Wide Enough probably is what I say should be the finale of the show. 14, You'll Be Back. Yeah, I think this is just absolutely glorious. Jonathon Groff is just giving it the all. But the only reason to say this isn't higher is because King George just isn't an important enough character in the story for him to deserve his song being any higher. However, I do genuinely love the song. 13, Right Hand Man. Yeah, George Washington comes in with just this real bang and pizzazz, and overall this song just really works to set up the Hamilton-Washington dynamic. I love it. 12, Helpless. Yeah, Phillipa Soo really does sell this one. Overall, I think she does a fantastic job, and this is just a really fun song. It's really upbeat, and it's just great to listen to. 11, Dear Theodosia. Again, as a song, this is just absolutely beautiful. However, especially for Burr, who this song focuses on a little bit more than it does Hamilton, his daughter doesn't really matter very much to the plot, apart from a slight mention in The World Was Wide Enough. So overall, this just doesn't matter enough going forward to get into the top 10. Before going on to the top 10, I would like to mention I do love 90% of this soundtrack. It's just when you're putting together a ranking of these songs, you kind of have to show the negatives of some of these songs to show why they didn't get as high up on the list. But overall, I do want to say I love these songs, and I am just a bit of a pessimist. Number 10, Guns and Ships. Now, I know for some people this is 3, 2, maybe even 1, but overall, yeah, while you're listening to it, it's a bloody amazing song. But overall, it's slightly too short, and yeah, I think there's a lack of brownie points I can give it, because the only good thing about it is the Lafayette Fast bit. But still, it's number 10. I love it, I promise. Number 9, What Did I Miss? Yeah, Daveed Diggs is such a gift to this show. Every time he's singing, rapping, acting, he's an absolute glory to watch, and this song is just that, given 3-4 minutes to shine. And overall, yeah, I love this song. 8, Election of 1800. Now, this is a song that perfectly balances character and plot. You get lovely character beats, the plot is driven forward very effectively, and it's just such a good song to listen to. 7, The Room Where It Happened. Yeah, Aaron Burr, Leslie Odom Jr. absolutely kills it in this song. This is the performance that gets him a Tony. This song really drives that home, and yeah, you can see why. And also, it's just very cleverly written by Lin. There are some lovely lines here, and it really does work. 6, Satisfied. Now, the women of Hamilton don't get a lot to do, but yeah, Satisfied is so brilliant. Yeah, Satisfied leaves me speechless every time. It's just that mix of singing and rapping and emotion that really just comes together well. Satisfied is brilliant. Number 5, My Shot. Yeah, My Shot is absolutely incredible. It's just 5 minutes of just this brilliant backstory and motivations, and yet it manages to keep building on itself throughout the song, and that is so wonderful to watch. There's just some songs that just mean a lot to me in the next 4, so overall this had to go to number 5. Number 4 is Wait For It, and I feel like this beats out My Shot because My Shot only scratches the surface, whereas Wait For It is truly showing us how Burr feels and what's going through his mind and how he acts, and this is just such a good deep dive, especially for only about a 3-minute song. Wait For It is incredibly impressive. Number 3, Washington on Your Side. Yeah, this is just an absolute guilty pleasure. This for me is what Guns and Ships is for a lot of people. It's just extended over a longer time frame, and overall I just much prefer listening to this song, especially when you're with a group of friends. This is definitely my favourite song on the soundtrack to sing along to with other people. Number 2, Yorktown, or The World Turned Upside Down, whatever you want to call it, it's here. And overall, this puts you right there. From the line, immigrants, we get the job done, bloody love it. You also have the way it manages to really take you into that war. I'd have liked to have seen Hamilton, the musical, explore the war a little bit more, but this song really does make up for that. It puts you right into the heat of the battle, and overall it's just such an exciting, fast-paced song to listen to, and the finale of that song, woo, it just fills your body. It's so brilliant. At number 1, We Have One Last Time, and I don't think this will be number 1 for many people, but for me, this one just touches at me at a personal level. I think this song, what it manages to do so well is talk about legacy and how it's important to move on. And that second half where they use the real speech that was used and Hamilton speaks it while George Washington sings it, it's genuinely, I get teary-eyed watching it every time. Not only that, but Christopher Jackson's performance during this song is mind-boggling. It's such an amazing performance throughout this song, and overall it has to be my number 1 because it just touches me on a personal level every time I watch it. So that was me ranking all the Hamilton songs. If you liked it, like it. If you want to see more of me, subscribe. If you want to tell me how rubbish my ranking is, comment. Yeah. That's it, really. Toodle bit.
This is Willany, and if you're not already subscribed to the Nerdy Brit, right, you should be, right? If you're not, you're a loser too.
And Lin Manuel and